Hey guys, Christina Regine here. Today we are making tamale pie. It is super delicious and really fun to make. It contains meat, spinach, onions, bell peppers, and cheddar cheese, all inside of a cornbread crust. So let's get started. Here I have a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground turkey, or you could use a pound of ground pork and a pound of ground chicken. It's really up to you what kind of meat you'd like to use. Here are our seasonings. I have 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of adobo, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and half a teaspoon of ground cloves. Let's go ahead and add all our seasonings to our meat and mix everything together. Add some olive oil to a pot over medium heat, and then we're going to add our meat to it. Cook the meat until it is brown. Stir the meat often to make sure that it cooks evenly. You can see how the meat is starting to brown, which is great. Just make sure that once you are done cooking it, you drain out all of the excess water because we do not want that to go into our baking dish once we are ready to put it in the oven. Just keep stirring the meat until it is evenly cooked, making sure to grind it up as you are stirring it. And now we can go ahead and add our onions and bell peppers to the pot. The bell peppers add a lot of beautiful color to our pie. I am using 1 chopped onion and 1 chopped red bell pepper and a chopped green bell pepper. You can use whatever color bell pepper you like, but I prefer to use red and green. Continue to stir the pot, and remember we are cooking this over medium to medium high heat, and we have to make sure that our meat is evenly cooked. Once the meat is done cooking, set it aside, and now we are going to prepare our cornbread mixture. In a large bowl, add 3 cups of yellow cornmeal and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Add 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Whisk the mixture until everything is combined, and then we're going to move on to adding our wet ingredients. Beat 3 large eggs and add it to the bowl. Add 4 tablespoons of olive oil and 2.5 cups of milk. Now let's stir the mixture until everything is well combined and homogeneous. Once we're done stirring, we can go ahead and start assembling our pie. Now let's add half of this mixture to our baking dish. So that was our first layer, and now let's move on to our next layer, which is our spinach. Here I am using 1 10-ounce bag of spinach, which I have already cooked just slightly. You do not have to cook the spinach all the way until it is reduced. However, make sure that when you cook the spinach, you drain out all of the water that has been released from it, because you do not want that water going into the pie. And now let's move on to our next layer, which is the meat layer. Just make sure to add the meat evenly across the entire baking dish. Now let's add our cheese. I am using 1 pound of finely shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Make sure to add it evenly across the entire dish. Now let's add the rest of the cornbread mixture and spread it out evenly across the pie. Make sure to fill in all the edges and the blank spaces. And now let's add some more cheese on top. Once you are done assembling the pie, bake it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 35 minutes or until you get a nice beautiful color at the top like you see here. And once it's done baking, let it sit for about 10 minutes so that it sets. And here is our delicious tamale pie. And look how beautiful the color looks with all the bell peppers. Oh, so good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you like this recipe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more recipes like this one. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.